Hello, welcome to this anyways. So in this video we will be talking about the funded accounts. So पहले समझते हैं कि funded accounts होते क्या हैं. Say for example आपने technical सीख लिया है and you already have a proven trading strategy and you have a very good risk management but you don't have the capital. So in such cases there are some companies जो कि traders को capital provide करती है and there are certain criterias like you have to sign up for their accounts. So basically they have multiple accounts. Like I can give you example that there are three type of accounts. The first one is instant account जिसमें आपको कोई भी evaluation pass नहीं करना पड़ता है. You just have to sign up, take an account and start trading. The second one is phase one जहाँ पे आपको एक phase रहता है. So basically फॉर एग्जाम्पल आपने 10K का एक अकाउंट लिया है $100 में. So you have to clear the phase one. So basically they will have different trading objectives. Say for example in some of the firm they have the requirement to generate 10% of profit. So जब आप $1,000 का profit जब आप generate करोगे without violating their terms and conditions, so you will be getting a funded account. Then the third one is about the two-phase account. Two-phase account basically आपको दो step रहते हैं. In first step they might have the requirement to generate 8% on 10% of the initial balance, which can be in case of 10K balance will be $800 or $1,000. And in phase two, generally they have the requirement to generate 5% of profit, which will be $500. तो सो बेसिकली ये जो ट्रेडिंग फर्म रहते हैं, लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड कि ये काम कैसे करते हैं. सो देयर आर डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ prop firms and I have noted a few very reputed firms which are very good in terms of their terminal, in terms of their support and in terms of the payouts. The first one is FTMO. FTMO is very reputed, and the second one is Funded Trading Plus. The third one is 5%. So basically they have their own rules and you have to make sure that you are following their rules and regulation. So the main fundamental about this funded account is like you need to have a very good proven trading strategy, and you also need to have a very good risk management. You need to have control on your trading style. So I'll take the you to the FTMO account. So this is the FTMO terminal where you can see that there are different type of challenges. You have to sign up. You can log in, like I already have an account, but you can log in or you can sign up for the challenge, or there is option for free trial. In free trial basically you can take any of their account just to practice. So basically you have to log in. I'm not logging at the moment now. Let's go to the funded accounts challenge. So I'll just log in. Okay. So यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हो that there are option for two accounts. So let's say step one. And if you click here on show objective, so it will also show you the objective. So like in phase one account, let's see. So there are different type of accounts. Let's go with 10K. So in 10K, you can see that there are different account balances in currency. Mostly I'll prefer to take USD. In USD, you can see that the evaluation fees will be 79 euro. Okay. And there are different platforms like MetaTrader 4, 5 or CTrader. Most of the situation, trader take MetaTrader 5 and you have to fill your details and the other things. And let's go on the trading objective. Like they have the requirement for the phase one to be 10% and maximum drawdown should be 10%. So for example, in 10K account, the drawdown or the maximum drawdown will be $1,000. Okay. And the daily drawdown is 3%. So as you can see that max drawdown is set as 3% of the initial account balance, which will be $300. So they also have a consistency rule. When I'm saying consistency rule, in the way that your best day should not be more than 50%. So for example, they have the requirement of 10% profit. So you should not be making more than $500 in any of the trading days. Okay. And there is no requirement for the trading period, and the reward will be 90%. So basically what they do, they have different profit percentage, and in some of the accounts they have 80%, in some of the account they have 90%. Let's go. And one more difference is like their maximum drawdown is trailing. So basically, there are two types of drawdown. The first one is static. Static is like, for example, your initial account balance is $1,000, and they have the rule to be maximum drawdown 10%. So it will be 10,000. So when I'm saying static, so it will be fixed. But when I'm saying trailing, so it will be trailing as with your profit. So for example, if you already made a $5,000 of profit, so your account is 1,500. So it will not be taking 10K as a static balance. And if you go to their FNO, so you will have a different you know details and more explanation on this. And in two step, basically, as you can see that in first phase they have the requirement for 10%, and in the second phase there is a requirement for 5%. So in our case, like you can see that there are different fee for different accounts. So for 10K account the fee was 79 euro in first phase, one step, and in second step it's $89. Okay, so our profit target will be $1,000 in phase one and $500 for phase two, and we should not be having the maximum drawdown more than 10%. So our equity should not be falling below $9,000. Okay, and maximum daily loss is 5%. So it should not be we should not be having daily loss more than $500. So you can try to keep. Okay, so we were talking about the daily drawdown. So like I mentioned that in FTMO or in any other platforms, they are having two types of drawdown. The first one is about the maximum drawdown. Like in case of one step challenge, it's $300, which is 3% of initial account balance. And in two step, it's 5% of initial balance. So in 10K account, it will be $500. The second one is the maximum drawdown, which is 10% of initial balance. And like in our case, in two step, it's static. So basically, it will be fixed at $10,000. And you need to go through on their FAQ where you will have understanding, and there are different illustration where you can see like difference between the trailing and the maximum drawdown. And like they also have a rule of say for example the drawdown, it's kind of based on equity. So you need to have a look. So and going forward, there are two types of account. The first one is FTMO standard account, and here it's mostly used for intraday traders. And like I have selected this account, and it has a leverage of 1:100. The second one is FTMO swing, which is for the swing trader, where you can hold for the weekend and for the overnight. So yeah, I will advise you to go through their website and have a look, go through on their rules, and yeah, and have an understanding. And I also mentioned about different other platform like about funded trading plus and 5% is. So funded trading plus and 5% are also having the similar kind of programs. Like as you can see that in funded trading plus they are having three accounts: instant, one step, and two step. And they are having different trading objective. In 5% they are having the similar account, like they have one step, two step, and they have a bootcamp account, which I highly recommend for the traders who are learning, and it's very cost effective, and it's also one of the very reputed platform. So like we are already having a video of over 8-9 minutes, so I'll be covering these platforms in my next video. Before we wind up, I also want to mention that I'm not SEBI registered, and this video is entirely for education and learning purposes. If you are considering to buy a funded account, then you need to have a good hands on or your trading style, a very good risk management, and approving trading strategy. And you need to consult with your financial advisor if you are um, considering to buy, sell, or take any account. And yeah, let me know your comments. Go through about the accounts that I mentioned. If you are having any question, then you can ask me. So see you soon.